Absolutely. BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. First thing I want to say is, um, do you notice a lot of these videos we started off with me just basically telling you about what I've already told y'all, and it's something that I said in the past. Youngboy is going to be getting let out of jail. NBA Youngboy is going to be getting let out of jail. As I told y'all before, pay attention to what really happened. The whole reason why Youngboy was arrested in California to begin with was because there was a warrant out for him in freaking Louisiana. How is the Louisiana people going to then give him bail and the people in California not going to give him bail? Do you understand what I'm saying? And then do you understand how much of a big a problem it's going to be if it comes out that the Louisiana people should have never even arrested him in the first place, because that evidence that they have can't even be used in a court of law. So what I believe is going on is the California judge and the California people, they don't want to deal with this shit. So they just letting them out. We're going to do roll call at about the 4-minute mark. Could y'all hit that like button so we can send notifications out to all our brothers and sisters that don't know we live at the moment? Let's go. And because somebody put the Cash App in the chat. And might I say, I still got the Ed and Eddie look going. I had this look going this morning. I had the whole Eddie look going. We kept the whole Eddie look going. So salute to that shit. Anyway, let's get the Go Show going. Something else I want to talk about. Just so we could be clear, I also want to talk about the Dave Chappelle situation. And if anybody has any information on the Howard situation, I've been looking into the Howard situation. Hopefully we'll be able to have some stuff going with the Howard situation soon. We got some people down there. Hopefully we have some feet on ground and we'll be able to really know what's going on with this Howard situation. Besides that, I'm going to leave the discussion open for almost anything that you guys want to talk about. Give me 1 minute. I want to put the Cash App in the chat. There's been a lot of y'all that have been saying what happened to the Tonight Show. I told y'all as soon as I have the ability to be able to do a Tonight Show, I will. We have the ability to do a Tonight Show. I'm here. Now what I'm saying is it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Pull up, motherfuckers. Let's go. That's all I'm saying. Let me put the Cash App in the chat. Also, I want to have it open. We have a pretty much not an open discussion, but for everything that we usually talk about, it's up on the table right now, just so we know. They go to Cash App in the chat. Let's go. Let's get it started. I'm gonna give it another minute, then we're gonna do roll call. I want to say something real quick, right? I sometimes don't know what I should make videos about. So we have to come up with we have to start covering more topics than the ones that we currently cover. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. At this point, after we've been covering the topic for about a month, I've been telling y'all what's going to happen. So I'm literally just repeating everything that I've already said, while other people are now, their channels is looking like it's lively because now they're finally catching up with us. So we need to have more topics to discuss over here. So for everybody that usually sends me topics and everything, I'm going to try harder to make sure that we discuss these topics that y'all are bringing out. And I'm going to actually make sure that we get the memes going on the internet. One more thing that I want to say, and then we're going to go to one more thing I want to say, and then we're going to immediately do roll call and then get to the show. I want to show y'all something real quick. I think they're trying to stop me from showing y'all, but I'm going to show y'all. I don't even know if this is a bad or a good idea, because every time I show y'all some new dope shit, something bad happens. I don't know if this is a good or a bad idea. I'm just going to keep it a stack with you. But shout out to Instagram. Our BBN Teespring store is in Instagram. So now you can shop BBN. You can shop BBN on Instagram. All you have to do is go to our BBN channel. Boom. You can shop BBN on Instagram now. Instagram is allowing for us to sell our merch. Let's go. I just want to let everybody know about that. Salute. Shout out to that. Go copy your BBN merch. I'm kind of pumped up about that. Let's do roll call and then we're gonna get to the show. What up, E. Simmons? She says, let's go. What up to the few? He says, what up, Deontay Watts? He says, what's up? What up, Straight Stick? And this is BBN. What's up, Jack Sloop? Dropping Frost. What up, J Mill? He says, what's up, Jack Frost? Dupree Grayson has a message retracted. Shut up, Banco Grim. He's put a honey. What up, Tighten Up TV? He says, night shift. What up, No Limit Gang? No Limit War? He says, gang. No Limit War says, glad to see you live. DR says, hey, Jack. Dupree Grayson says, peace, BB, Frost and family. Sule says, good evening, BB and family and Frost. Hope all is well. Terrell Wallace says, what's good? Dana B is dropping stars. Shout out. Yes, Youngboy is free. Youngboy is free. Shout out to that. But I had, what up, Pico Slim? I had already told y'all that Youngboy was gonna be free as usual. I already told y'all Youngboy was gonna be free. I'll break it down one more time for everybody that's kind of wondering why I thought Youngboy was gonna be free. Basically, the government at one point or another. Oh, I see a whole bunch of people is here, but not for nothing. At one point or another, I saw that the government was going to have to, like I told y'all before, they were going to have to explain why they stopped the young boy. They were going to have to explain why they confiscated those guns. They were going to have to explain why, you understand what I'm saying? They had to show probable cause. Apparently, they didn't have probable cause, and because they didn't have probable cause, the judge is like, yo, what you going to show us? Why, First, they tried to say that the reason why they got the, remember, the first thing they said is some old lady in the neighborhood called them. Remember that? It was like, yo, there was some old lady, they called us. She said that there was a problem. Then all of a sudden, there's no old lady. All the old ladies in the neighborhood is like, nah, it wasn't us. All the old ladies in the neighborhood was like, don't put that on us, homie. Shout out to Zebra Kicks. Shout out to Zebra Kicks with the $10 drop. Who's next? The old ladies in the neighborhood was like, don't put that shit on us. We didn't call the cops on Youngboy. That shit was funny. Then after they couldn't say that the old lady had called the cops, then they said that a police officer had a Terrell Wallace. So that was Terrell Wallace. Who's next? Then after the police weren't able to, after they weren't able to use the lady, the police said that they had a confidential informant. See, the thing about having a confidential informant, YB's team said no confidential informant exists. That's what the lawyer said. The lawyer says these guys are lying. They got the information through a different means, through a legal means, like an illegal wiretap or whatever the case is. Or what Zebra Kicks? Zebra Kicks says, who's next? A legal wiretap or whatever the case is. So they weren't able to show the judge enough for the judge to believe that I believe that this information or this is going to get thrown out, basically. The evidence that they have against Youngboy, the guns, the photos, because it's basically, for everybody that don't know, it's a cell phone photo that is actually the problem. Or it could blow somebody's cover, that's a fact. It's a cell phone photo that's actually the problem. And if they're not allowed to use the cell phone photo, then they can't say that Youngboy violated anything. You understand what I'm saying? It's a cell phone photo with Youngboy holding a weapon. If they can't use the cell phone photo, they can't say that Youngboy violated anything. If they can't say that Youngboy violated anything, then he goes free, basically. Copy? So boom. So that's why they had to come up off of the shit for Youngboy. That's a fact. But I told y'all that this was gonna happen. You feel me? This is nothing new. Not nothing new to me, not nothing new to us. I told y'all that this was gonna happen. And then everybody was like, not everybody, but then we had some people that was like, yo, but then when he goes to California, what's gonna happen when he goes to California? That judge over there, they put a hold on him. He's not gonna get out. I say, yo, this is what's gonna happen. I say, yo, look, they're not gonna be able to hold him in California. I said, if anything, when he goes in front of that judge, he's gonna say he got up out the car and he ran. They're gonna say that they found the gun under his seat. His lawyer's gonna say he don't know how the gun got there. He got out the car and ran. There's no way that you could prove that my client knew that there was a gun under the seat. You can't prove that my client knew that there was a gun under the seat. Is there a guy with him? DR, if that's, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Low frequency. So check this out. They can't prove that Youngboy, not only can they not prove that Youngboy whether he possessed the gun that was under the passenger seat or not, they can't even prove he knew that the gun was there. So there's no way there's no way that these guys, that's why I don't understand. Do y'all understand how the law work? Because I'm going to tell y'all what the problem is. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all why a lot of y'all end up getting caught up in court. And I'm going to tell y'all why a lot of y'all end up getting caught up. Y'all listening to idiots. I know I'm hard on people sometimes, but me saying idiots is the appropriate reference. Y'all listening to idiots. Y'all listening to people who make straw man arguments for real life court cases. Y'all listen to people who take the lowest common denominator for real life court cases where people are going to lose their freedom. And these people are arguing points that a 4-year-old will argue. Let me just explain something to you real quick. Dude says a picture doesn't prove possession. Dude, a picture proves that he was holding the weapon which was confiscated and they know is a real gun. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But to you, that's a plausible argument. If you was a lawyer, your client would be under the jail and innocent. Shout out to you, though. You know what? That's your opinion. Keep your opinion. Preach your opinion. All of your kids, make sure that your kids all know all of your opinions. Make sure that all the people in your life know all of your opinions so they can follow behind you if they choose to. I don't know what to tell you at this point. All right, so hold on, check this out. Listen. NBA Youngboy is about to beat all of these cases that 2 years ago, a year ago, whenever it was, looked like they were impossible to beat. You want me to not speak to you like you dumb. Did you read your comments? I'm not trying to speak to you like you dumb, but did you read your comments? Did you read your comments? No, because you think that was a smart comment. Oh my boy, I'm sorry. I'm really. You did read the comment. You thought that was a good one. My fault. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what? I apologize. You know what? I thought you was trolling me. You really think that was a good comment. You thought that was a good comment. I apologize. My fault. You were actually not trolling me. You thought that was smart. Oh, man. Okay. I apologize. Let's see. I'm going to leave the comment up. You thought the comment was smart. So I'm not insulting your intelligence. Believe me when I tell you I'm not insulting your intelligence. The comment is still up there. Anybody gonna go back and read it? Go back and read it. Believe me, I'm not the one insulting your intelligence. A couple of years ago, NBA Youngboy got into cases that nobody thought, that it didn't look like there was any way he could get out of. And now all of a sudden, something just fell out of the fucking sky. And it's just, he's just going to be a free man. Something just fell out of the sky and he's going to be a free man. Think about that for one moment. A year ago, NBA Youngboy looked like he was about to get locked up and that was about to be it for him. Oh, these are two different situations, Dupree Grayson, but yes, basically, all NBA Youngboy, because all he has to do is say, I don't know how, I don't even know if there was a gun under the seat. My client got out and ran. My client got out and ran. We do not know how a gun got under that seat. We don't have the slightest idea how that weapon got under that seat. My client got up and ran. The police saw him running out of the vehicle. They chased him. They caught him. Could we hit that like button? We got 81 people in the chat right now. Could we hit that like button so we can send out some notifications, quite possibly get up to 200 tonight? Let people know we live. We haven't been going live at night lately. Let's see what some of these comments y'all been writing. Dupree Grayson says they could say somebody put it under the seat while he was doing the music video shoot. We're talking about two different situations, but like I said, basically, yes. All he has to do is deny knowing it was, I don't know what y'all talking about. Gun under what seat? That's basically what his lawyer is going to say. Anthony Iman says, Jack Frost, BB in chat, God bless all, keep us in wealth and health. That's a fact. Shout out to the Most High. No Limit War says, Youngboy avoids being locked up better. Robert Bermudez says, he must be cool with Jesus Christ. I don't know what to tell you. Truth to Power said, what's good for us? Listen, NBA Youngboy a year and a half ago, a year ago, it looked like there was no way he was going to get out of this. It looked like it was over for him. Right? Let's just keep it a stack. Now, all of a sudden, he about to escape. And he about to make it out of everything. I'm not going to go too far and say something, but shout out to NBA Youngboy. Shout out to NBA Youngboy's team. Shout out to his lawyers, obviously. Shout out to his lawyers, obviously. Shout out to whatever investigators they obviously hired to make sure that they were able to get the information that they needed. All lawyers have investigators, whether y'all know it or not. So shout out to everybody that was involved on NBA Youngboy's team. He needs to be thanking the Most High, thanking the hell out of the Most High right now, to be honest with you. So shout out to NBA Youngboy and his team. I don't know what to tell you. They just skated. I mean, when the whole thing first happened, obviously we was like, yo, NBA's messed up. But even off the rip, I told y'all, they have to figure out how they were able to say how they got this information. The police are not allowed to just come and stop you and harass you and take your shit. They're not allowed to just pull up on you wherever you at and ask you for your ID unprovoked. They're not allowed to do these things. The police work for us. We do not, they work for us. This is not me trying to speak lowly of the police or nothing like that. Teachers work for us also. You know, they're great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to speak down on anything. I'm just saying, understand, the police work for us. They're public servants. That's literally what they are. They're public servants. They work for us. We're not supposed to be scared of the police. We're not supposed to be fearful of the police. We're not supposed to hate the police. The fact that all three of those things are a thing is a problem. Anyway, what y'all want to talk about? What else y'all want to add to this? Put it down in the chat. What else y'all want to add to this? There's just a whole bunch of haters in here right now. That's why we can't get the like button hit. Anybody who isn't a hater, could y'all hit the like button real quick? We got 75 people here. We could get up to 50 likes, right? That's only a couple more. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Okay, I'm doing my live right now. I'm doing my live podcast right now. Yes, I'm doing a podcast right now. Thank you very much. She just walked in after we was already like 15, 20 minutes in. Just looked up. What up, Cashmere Evans? He says, he really don't commit crimes. Who? I don't know whether anybody commits crimes or not. What I'm saying is that it is the police job to catch people committing crimes. I don't want the police to stop catching people that's committing crimes. I'm saying that there are laws and regulations that the police have to follow so they make sure that they don't put innocent people in jail. I want them to have to follow those regulations and those rules so innocent people don't go to jail. I'm 100% okay with guilty people spending all of their time that they get. I'm 100% okay with guilty people going to jail. Lovely Easters, I actually sent him a message saying that he will be receiving a blessing soon. Okay, that's what it is. Innocent till proven guilty. We don't even operate off of that. We don't even operate off of that theory as human beings. Like when people think somebody cheated on them, they don't say, they say, prove to me you didn't, right? Like when people accuse somebody of something, they try to leave it up to the person that they're accusing to prove that they didn't do the thing. So us as a society, we don't even take that into, we don't even apply that where we should. Obviously innocent till proven guilty. We don't apply that in regular everyday life. People will accuse somebody of something, then they will want them to prove themselves innocent rather than them accuse somebody of something and then come with the evidence to prove that they did the thing. You understand? But that's low frequency. You understand? Low frequency is accuse somebody of something, then want them to attempt to explain to you how they didn't do the thing. That's low frequency. You don't have to explain to anybody how you didn't do a thing you didn't do. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't do that. Get out of here. Why am I explaining this to you? I didn't do it. Explain to me how I did it. How about that? That's the energy that we should have. No. I'm not explaining to you how I didn't do anything. You explain to me how I did it. Shout out to Anthony Iman. He says, Jack Frost is NBA Youngboy getting taken to UCAR sketchy, seeing as that's where the feds take people who cooperate. I don't know how you feel about that. I think that if the feds take people to Utah who cooperates, if NBA Youngboy, even if NBA Youngboy wasn't cooperating and then thought that there might be a chance that he might get denied, saying he would go to Utah would even be more of an olive branch to the government, saying that not only will we go, do this thing, but we'll also go to where we know your people are. So there's a good chance wherever NBA Youngboy's place is that he's staying is dead in the center of where they probably send people that they're trying to hide. Please, everybody pray for everybody, not just me. Thank you. I appreciate you, though. You already know that. What up, Power Talk? Yeah, so, basically that energy. That's all I'm saying. We have to. So also, hold on. I want to say something real quick. We're talking about NBA Youngboy, but let's say something about Pooh Shiesty real quick. Pooh Shiesty just got out of a big deal also, right? Around the same amount of time. How did Pooh Shiesty get out? I keep telling y'all, the government is after these scammers. Those are the new people that's gonna fill the prison. That's why I'm waiting. I'm being patient and I'm waiting. The scammers are gonna be the new dudes in the prisons. Let me explain to you. When you do a legal business, I'll discuss the Troy Ave case in a second. When you're doing a legal business over the internet, that's a federal crime because the internet goes across state lines. So when you're doing a crime where your crime is going across state lines, that's a federal crime. So a lot of these dudes that's doing these scams, they're thinking it's not a big deal because they only stole $1,000 from this person. You know, we only scammed $10,000, $20,000. They don't think it's a big deal. But what's going to happen is you scamming, you got the people that you scam with. Now they got other people they scam with. Now they got other people they scam with. Now they got other people they scam with. You don't even know all these people. Y'all gonna all be in that same RICO though. And then they gonna hit all of y'all with them same ridiculous years. And you gonna be locked up in jail thinking, oh man, I'm not a murderer. Why am I doing 15 years? I never killed nobody. Why y'all giving me 15 years? And in the back of their heads, they're like, well, we needed to fill the prisons. You volunteered. Anthony Emon said, yeah, that makes sense. YB did have that thing that one time where the cops had him on camera cooperating against his own BM. I'm not 100% sure. Facts, the scammers run deep as hell. Yeah, man. You know how many scammers is out there right now, man? There's hundreds of thousands of scammers, man. They're going to be putting so many people in prison, it's going to be crazy. There's hundreds of thousands of scammers, man. Quite possibly millions of scammers right now in America. You know how many people they're going to be putting in jail, man? What up, Stilo Vex? It says, salute, Jake Fruits. Chilling. Hope all of the good things is happening to you and your families out there. Yo, do you understand how many of these dudes they're going to be putting in jail, yo? They're going to be putting a lot of people in jail, these scammers, man. Look, I'm only ever trying to put people on games. The crimes are bad. Don't commit crimes. I know it's hard out here, but we got to figure out a way to work together. That's it. We got to figure out a way to work together. We got to figure out a way to keep the money in our communities a little bit longer. Let it go through a couple of more hands before it leaves out of our communities. We got to figure something out. If black people aren't buying black, then who? Anthony Emon says some of the scams come from places from... No, I'm specifically talking about the scammers in America. Obviously, I'm not talking about scammers that's in India. What they gonna do? They're gonna fly over there? They're gonna send the scammers in India. They're gonna send them all round trip tickets and shit. Like, we got a trip to Disney World, and then they're gonna be like, oh shit, all the scammers is gonna come from India, go to Disney World. They're gonna arrest them all. You don't never know. You don't never know, man. That shit be working. They be catching them people like that. They be catching people like that, though. Not, obviously not people from other countries. But yeah, man, they're gonna be locking on these scammers. So there's hundreds of thousands of scammers, man. They're gonna be giving these guys 10, 15 years a clip, easy. Because they're going to be involved in like 3, 4 different cases, 5, 6. Put it like this. The PPP loans alone. You know how many fake PPP loans people took, homie? What up, JC? You know how many fake PPP loans people took? They're never going to be able to pay some of that money back. Niggas is dead broke getting $40,000, $50,000 from the government for a PPP loan. You think they pay that back? You know, no matter what happens, that debt's never going to go nowhere. They're going to owe the government until they can pay that back. You think half of these people are going to ever be able to pay that back? I'm going to tell you how real it is. So I go to get a PPP loan, right? I only had 3 people that I had down as an employee at that time. So I go get a PPP loan. When I seen all the hoops you got to jump through, I said, nope, I'm not even doing this. I already see that this shit is a setup. So I didn't do it. And I actually could have went and got a PPP loan. Yeah, because Omni in the Hellcat is on the low. That nigga got a whole lawyer. He got a whole lawyer team that work with him and they find loopholes. If you got people out there that just find loopholes, homie. All right, hold on. Let's talk about this tax stone. I don't know when the tax stone case started. I'll look back into it. But since we talking about Troy Ave and tax stone, let's bring that up for a second. First of all, salute to both of the men. Shout out to both of the men. Tax stone decided that he didn't want to be free anymore. I'm gonna call it what it is. And tax stone decided that his pride was more important than his freedom. I don't care if you like Troy Ave or not. Tax stone is the one that said that he was gonna slap Troy when he saw him. Tax stone is the one allegedly that initiated the actual violence that ended with Banger losing his life, R.I.P. Banger. Tax stone is the one that brought the gun to the event where Banger got shot. This is an open and shut case. Like, what do y'all think is possibly gonna happen? The only thing that could possibly happen is more people get in trouble. That's literally the only thing that could possibly happen. More people get in trouble. We got 93 people in here. Can we hit that like button? We could get up to 60 likes. Can we hit that like button, y'all? Send out some notifications. Also, because somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Who's next? Hey, yo, look. On some real shit, not even being funny. Listen. This is an open and shut case, homie. This dude wanted so hard to let everybody know how hard he was, how much a tough guy he was. And I'm not hating on tax. I'm just saying that there's a point where you got to decide what's more important, your pride or your freedom. What's more important, your pride or your life? Appreciate you, Truth to Power. He says, for us Bronx ninjas are built different. Stay positive and you could change the situations. Believe in yourself. Appreciate you. Cashman Evans said he threw his life away. Yo, look. Besides R.I.P. Banger, besides the murder of Banger, Troy Ave was shot in both his legs. Another lady was shot also in the foot. And I think another person was probably shot. Do you understand how many charges Tax Stone has against him besides the bringing the gun that he illegally bought from Florida all the way up to New York City? Do you understand the different charges this guy's? It's not coming home, man. I don't know what they're gonna do when we saw Troy Ave shooting. I don't know what they're gonna do about that. Mano, I don't think it was Mano's girl. I think it was somebody that was with Mano. I think it was somebody that was with Mano. I don't think it was Mano's girl. I think it was somebody that was with Mano. I don't even I think the reason why he didn't take a plea. Oh wow, this lady super glued her hand to the pavement. These people are crazy. So I think you just made a comment. I think that the reason why he didn't take a plea was because the deal he wasn't gonna get nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I think he just wasn't going to get nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he was going to take the plea and still have to do so many years that you might as well go fight it. Like if you're gonna take if the death penalty is not on the table, and they telling you, well, if you cop out, we're gonna give you 60. You copping out, or you gonna go fight it? Well, Mano is not saying it's his girlfriend. That's all I know. Mano is like, she just came to the club with me. I don't know that, bro. Truth to Power says they found Tax's DNA on the trigger. It's Tax bought the gun. Tax already copped out to buying the gun. The person who Tax bought the gun from fessed up and said Tax bought the gun from him. Tax already on the handle for the gun, on the hook for the gun. That's a fact. What up, Rude? Don't nobody see them ducks. Jones. What up, Ramsey? We was just talking about the Casanova case. What up, Lamar Clark? Tax has an extreme uphill battle to fight, especially since he already had to cop out to possession of the to buying the gun. The gun that killed Benga, he's already had to cop out to buying the gun and transporting the gun to New York. So he already had to cop out to buying the gun, purchasing the gun, bring the gun from Florida to New York or wherever he bought it from to New York, and then bringing the gun from wherever he bought it from into the rooms, into the club. I don't pay attention to these guys. That's old. People be sending me old. That's like 4 days old, man. This is why I don't take anybody's information when you send it to me on live, because people be sending me stuff, you know. It's old. You said they didn't charge him. I don't think he's charged. This trial right here, I believe, is for the Benga situation. What are you talking about? This is literally the trial that everybody. Oh, you said the Casanova case. Somebody said the Casanova case. Hold on, I'm gonna talk about the Casanova case in a second. We talking about Tax Stone right now. My fault. My apologies. This Tax Stone case about Benga, that's the trial. That's what they go into trial for now, I believe. That's what they go into court for now. No, I believe it was his girl. I'm just saying, when I heard him talking, he was specifically saying it was not his girl. He was like, this. He was like, that's just some broad. She came to the club to me. I don't know what. He didn't say it like that, though. Is he charged with anyone that got hit? If I was Troy Ave's lawyer, right? This is the position that I would take. Remember, Troy Ave is not on trial. This is the position that I would take. The position that I would take is that anything that Troy Ave did with that weapon is by a direct result of that weapon being brought into the building and being turned on Troy Ave first. So whoever the individual is that brought the weapon into the building, they should be held responsible for whatever Troy Ave did also, because Troy Ave is actually a victim. And he was responding from his fight and flight response. So that's the position that I would attempt to take somewhere around that area. Obviously, I'm not an attorney, but that's the position, or that's what I would, my argument would involved. You know, my client wouldn't have done this. It wouldn't even be possible for my client to do this. Remember, the police checked Troy Ave's car. I believe Troy Ave guns was in his car. My client didn't even bring any weapons into the facility. My client was there for business purposes. He was to perform. The other gentleman, he was not a performer. He was invited there by another gentleman who is currently now in a RICO case. My client, he is he's a hip hop artist. He's a known rapper. He's been performing for years. He is not he is not in the street life. These other individuals, they are in the street life. Yeah. I'm telling you this. That's the angle that I would take. That's the angle I would take. I'm not gonna go up in there and yeah, he was in survival mode. That's the angle I'm telling you. That's the angle I would take. And that's what, if I was Troy Ave's lawyer, so the prosecutors of Tax don't already know what angle we're gonna take when my client gets on the stand. When my client gets on the stand, because Troy Ave is gonna be a witness in the case. When my client gets on the stand, y'all already know what he's gonna say. Boom. We ain't playing with him. There's cameras everywhere, homie. I'm going to explain something to you. I don't even know how people get away with crimes. Like, when somebody gets away with a crime, I don't even know how they doing it. There's cameras everywhere, man. I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea how these guys are getting away with crimes. I have no idea. Knicks win tonight. Shout out to the Knicks. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of y'all. Can we hit that like button, please? What a straight stack. And he says, only thing that looked bad, he was shooting while Tax was fleeing. Like I said, I'm going to say fight or flight. Remember, as of right now, the city is not charging him. Nobody is charging Troy Ave as of right now. Nobody is charging Troy Ave. Don't forget that. That's what Tax was pissed off about. Tax want Troy Ave charged also. I believe that's one of the things that Tax Stone was pissed about. His point is, why is Troy Ave also not getting charged with me? And that was, I believe, the letter that was written to the judge. But like I said, see, I'm going to explain something to y'all. Y'all do understand that you can lose an argument by having a bad position that you're trying to defend? Like, if me and you are having a conversation and we're in a court of law, you can't have a debate with me or back and forth with me based on kindergarten level rationalizing. You can't use problem solving skills of a 6-year-old. You can't use the problem solving skills of a 6-year-old. You understand what I'm saying? A 6-year-old in a court of law. And that's what you have to understand. A lot of times people try to debate with another person, and what they do is they use the logic of like a child. But you know, they don't think it's the logic of a child because of mentally where they're at. You understand what I'm saying? No, Troy Ave is not charged with anything that I know of. As far as I know, Troy Ave is taking a stand for the prosecution. Tax had a bright future. C-Graph says Tax had a bright future. I don't understand the childish behavior. He just made a mistake, man. He just made a mistake there. He just made a mistake. And it cost the man his life. It was a big mistake. Cost the man his life. Troy did what he had to do. That's a fact. Dude, Troy, when I tag him, I call him the last action hero. What are you talking about? Shout out to Lee Vincent. Shout out to all our fam over there across the pond. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat, y'all. Come on, let's go. What else y'all want to talk about? I don't know about Troy being charged with anything right now. They might be charging him with shooting in the club, but they might also not be charging him with shooting in the club if he takes the stand to help them prosecute Taxstone. They might not charge him for that purpose. Tax was being a bully. That's a fact. Tax was being a bully unnecessarily. It was just somewhat just, but that's what happens, man. That's why you just gotta just try to avoid negative energy, man. Taxstone was putting out too much negative energy. Something bad was bound to happen. Can't keep putting out negative energy like that and then trying to meet niggas. Like, that's why I'm never trying to meet nobody I got a problem with. Like, if I meet you, I meet you. It is what it is. But I'm never trying to actually meet anybody I got a problem with. Why do I want to make a thing happen that something bad might happen to me? Or, you understand what I'm saying? Tax was saying Troy was soft. And Troy proved Tax wrong. Troy got shot in both of his legs and still wrestled the gun from him and chased the nigga out the spot. But you know what a low vibration nigga say? Well, Taxstone still shot Troy twice, so Taxstone won. You understand? That's what a low vibration nigga say though. Nah, people don't like Troy Ave because they think Troy Ave is arrogant or some shit. There's a lot of people that don't like Troy Ave. A lot of people. Yo, did y'all hear what Dave Chappelle said? Dave Chappelle said, pardon me. Dave Chappelle said this situation that he got going on with the LGBTQ community ain't really with the LGBTQ community. He said it's really people that are pissed off about some whole other shit. What it sounds like people might still be mad about the whole Comedy Central shit. Truth to Power says, I think he was jealous of Troy's success. Niggas is always in competition with other niggas. Like, niggas is crazy. Stop being in competition with people, man. Yeah, people are always in competition with other people, man. Stop being in competition with people, for real, for real. Just don't even do it. Stop being in competition with people. Troy's official. First of all, dap it up for Troy Ave. I'm going to tell you, I know quite a few, I run into quite a few different people who are rappers and everything. Troy is the realest nigga I ran into, bar none. Every single place I've ever come across Troy, saw Troy, whatever the case is, if I said whatever, tried to stop and talk to the man stopped and talked to me. The man stopped and took pictures with my family, homie. I be seeing some of these other dudes that call themselves like, you know, they celebrities or whatever the case is, and they'd rather like turn their nose up to you, homie. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. This is why niggas don't like Troy Ave, man. Do you be running into these other dudes that they be on live and all this other stuff talking about how humble they are? Shout out to that shit, because I'm not saying the nigga ain't humble, but I'm saying they be talking about how down to earth they are and about how they for the streets and how they for the everybody and please we. And then you see them in real life and they turn their back on you. You understand what I'm saying? Whole different energy. You understand what I'm saying? So some of these dudes is not like they not. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And I'm not even mad at the ones that do the whole turning your back thing. That's cool with me. I don't even give a fuck. I'm just saying that that's just the energy that some of these new niggas is giving off. You feel me? Troy Ave is real, real. Shout out to Ave, man. These dudes out here, there's a lot of dudes out here that's faking, man. There's a lot of dudes out here that's faking, man. It's okay, though. I ain't even mad at them. Like, I'm not mad at them at all. There's a lot of dudes out there faking, man. Shout out to Troy Ave, man. There's a couple of other dudes, like, you know what I'm saying, that they just really real with it. Like, there's no fake, there's no... You can't always talk to everybody. I meet people that know Jack Frost in the street, and I can't always talk to people all the time, but I'm going to tell you this much. More times than not, if somebody recognizes me in the street, I stop and I talk to them for at least a minute or two. Hear something, whatever they got to say. Sometimes people say good things, sometimes people say bad things, sometimes people, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I stop and I talk. And I don't just walk away unless I'm really in a rush, unless I really got to go somewhere. And if I don't got nowhere to go, and me and you just happen to be standing there, then we just standing there and we talking. I'm going to cut this live short. You know what? We're going to do another live. I think this is, I'm going to try to catch it at times that I'm not disturbing other people, because where I'm shooting at right now, I'm using the Wi-Fi and shit. Well, not that I need to, because I don't. But when I be outside, I be using up all of my fucking data. And I got unlimited data, but after you get past like a certain amount of unlimited data, they drag your shit. And I'm like, come on, man. Rat bastards. You dragging your shit. I was hoping we was going to get up to 100 people tonight, but we didn't make it. I'm happy for everybody that came. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for pulling up. Just be good people, man. It's not going to always be easy, because remember, evil people are always going to try to upset you. Evil people are always going to try to make you act out of character. Evil people, that's just what it is. Somebody that loves you, somebody that wants good for you, somebody that wants positive for you, somebody that wants you to win, they're not going to aggravate you. They're not going to try to go tit for tat with you. They're not going to bring up how many times they helped you. They're not going to bring up how many times you failed. They're not going to try to make you seem like you're less than what you are. They're always going to pick you up. They're always going to try to be there for you, and they're always going to try to encourage you. Know the difference, all right? Because there are a lot of people out there that they're just sitting there and they're just trying to make sure that you stay miserable enough that you can't move far enough away from them that they can get their eyes off of you. So there are a lot of people in your lives that you think that they're there for you to win, but they're not. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely let's love people. I hope I'm not coming off as negative. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying that there's people that they're gonna come and they're not there for you. Just know the difference, man. Keep people around you that's gonna encourage you. Keep people around you that's gonna tell you how beautiful you are. Keep people around you that's gonna tell you how smart you are. Keep people around you that if you're not smart, they help you get it. Because some of y'all, I don't know about your comments, man, but I know y'all think y'all making smart comments. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to not be overly insulting to some of these things that people are saying that I don't know if it's trolling. Like I just realized somebody got upset at me today, and then I realized they might not be trolling. They might really think that that's a possibility. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. But I gotta realize that some of these dudes is really not trolling. That's really just how smart they are. Thank you. Best person out is give 100% on the time and you make us laugh. I try to do the best I can. Shout out to Cuba. He says salute to the coldest chat, Boston, Massachusetts in the building. Salute to Boston, Massachusetts. Anthony Emon says Dave Chappelle was literally the one holding the torch for people against the government control disguised as the woke movement. You know what, Anthony Emon, you 100% on point. We're gonna get up out of here though. I'm gonna let y'all go. Shout out to Lex Luger. I ain't truth to power. I hear what you're saying. I got so many other things that is going on, and so shout out to Lex Luger with the $10 drop. He says salute first. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. I'm gonna have to let y'all go. I wish I didn't have to, but I have to. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be early tomorrow. We're gonna probably start at about 7 in the morning. I hope to get as many of y'all in here as possible. We're gonna be discussing the topic that we discussed tonight, and hopefully tomorrow. I gotta go. I had to go do a thing today that took all day, and I went all the way to the place to go pick a thing up, and the fucking door was shut, and I got there late. So shout out to that shit. So I get there on time tomorrow. With that being said, I love y'all. Please, if you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they still here today. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Grown Spalmers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.